Is NIO stock a buy right now, and where will it be in months and years to come? NIO stock is crushing new all-time highs. It is now in the top 5 of the largest automakers by market capitalization. We had a couple of days that were flat in this stock, but now it just seems like everyone is buying. And today, at the time of this video, the stock is trading sideways at around $55, still being up more than 10% this week. But what is going on, and why is this crazy run-up happening, and should you buy NIO even at these higher prices? That's what's going to be explained in this video. If you are new here, my name is Sam and welcome to my channel. If you find this video valuable, I would appreciate it a lot if you press that like button. It would help out my channel so much. Also subscribe if you want to see more NIO and other stock updates and predictions. We are growing faster than ever and I would love to have you on the journey. Now let's get back to NIO. So what is going on? Let's back up a bit first. Quite recently we saw short selling allegations from Citroen researchers Andrew Left, leading to a huge sell-off from the last highs of $54 almost 2 weeks ago. This led to some NIO investors following suit and also selling their stock. Guys, I really like NIO as a company, but for anyone who wants to invest in it, I need to reiterate just how important it is to be prepared for volatility in this stock. Meaning that it will be going up and down a lot, and if you manage to only hold your stock no matter what, you will be rewarded. By the way, comment down below if you're one of those people that managed to hold their NIO stock all this time. But looking at the stock chart, I remember how everyone wanted to buy the stock as it flew up to $54 almost 2 weeks ago. But instead of buying more when it dips down, that's when people sell off. This sounds like very absurd behavior, but it is quite common in almost all of us and we need to be aware of it when investing. Just chasing performance and buying something just because it is going up will almost always lead to disappointment and never making any money. It baffles me to hear about how many people have managed to lose money investing in NIO. This stock has been as close to only going up as possible, yet people have managed to do the classic buy high and sell low as opposed to the buy low and sell high, to the point where they actually lose money off of it. So let the takeaway of this little rant be that if you own NIO stock right now, or really any stock for that matter, and if you know why you chose to buy shares in that company in the first place, then holding on to it for the long term is your absolute best bet in my opinion. So with all this said, why did it go up so much this week specifically? At this moment, market cap wise, it is only smaller than Audi, Volkswagen, Toyota and of course Tesla, which is just crazy. I think it is quite simple. It is a build-up of all the news from last week being priced in, combined with very exciting and positive news being talked about in the major regional auto show known as Auto Guangzhou 2020 over the weekend, where NIO, among other things, introduced some new cool models. So many positive news came out for NIO that I expected much more of a run-up last week, but instead we got that this week. First, NIO reported strong third quarter results with their loss of only $0.14 being less than Wall Street expected. This means that they improved their gross margins even more thanks to reduced costs and pricing of their vehicles. Arguably one of the most important things NIO can do at this stage, since this takes them even closer to start turning a profit, which I think would be just huge for them and their stock. Secondly, we see more and more analysts coming out and putting bullish recommendations for NIO along with very positive forecasts. Just recently, following NIO's report, we saw analysts at both Citigroup and JP Morgan changing their targets, and Citigroup's Jeff Chung saying that he thinks NIO could deliver 100,000 vehicles next year, which would just be awesome, since that would really silence the critics who say that NIO can't grow into their valuation. And on that same earnings call, NIO executives also said that they plan to increase their production from 5,000 vehicles per month to 7,500 per month in January. Also very bullish in my opinion, since it tells us that the demand for their cars is definitely there and that they only need to work on scaling their production even more to really increase their revenue further. Apart from this, NIO also revealed that it plans to introduce 2 new electric sedan models in 2021. These models are very popular in the current market, and it is just awesome to see NIO trying to fill this demand. And management also keeps putting new big expectations on themselves, which they always seem to meet. They expect around 17,000 vehicles delivered in the fourth quarter and a revenue of $930 million. I think investors are just now starting to grasp just how crazy this growth would be. That is close to 40% increase in revenue in just one quarter. So combine all this with the broad electric vehicle revolution we're seeing in China, and we start to understand just why NIO is again going up so much. Over this last weekend, there was a regional auto show in China where NIO and XPeng, among others, revealed a bunch of new and exciting stuff. With the announcement of XPeng being so well received, that went up 34% as a response, Li Auto went up more than 14%, and of course NIO went up 12%. All electric vehicle stocks, and especially the Chinese ones, are just going up on this revolution we're seeing, and I think rightfully so. Electric vehicles are really the future. But by the way, XPeng and NIO have pulled back just a little bit at the time of this video, but that is insane growth nonetheless. And the institutional money totally agrees with this new EV movement. NIO is almost 40% owned by institutions, and we're even seeing retirement funds, such as the Teacher Retirement System of Texas, the New York State Retirement Fund, and so many others from the states of Ohio, New Jersey, and California, for example, going into NIO, which I really think is a big bullish signal, since it tells me that these funds don't look at NIO as being too risky, despite not having turned a profit yet. So with all this said, is it still a good idea to buy some NIO stock even at these share prices? Believe it or not, yes, I do think so, under one very important condition. You need to be in it for the long term and not panic and freak out during downswings. I still think NIO will be worth a lot more in the future than its current share price, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a $100 share price within a year or so, or even prices upwards of $150 or $200 in the longer term. Keep in mind though that I cannot see into the future, and I think it is absolutely impossible to know whether NIO will go up or down tomorrow. So I think the best approach is to simply not think about tomorrow, look past tomorrow, and just buy and hold for the long term. So absolutely, even at these high 50s or mid 50s, I think it is a good buy, and especially if you don't have any stock at all right now. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to give it a like to help us reach out to more people about NIO and just the case of this company. A simple thing is just pressing that thumbs up button really does help out. Also subscribe if you want to see more similar content, and I will make sure to provide more updates for you. We just broke 4,000 subscribers, and if you watched all the way to this point, and if you enjoy the content of course, why not subscribe and join us in the journey to hit 10,000 investors by the end of this year. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.